Welcome to the Shiz Show with your hosts, Vader from Wish and NWO Machine and NWO Cat.
All right, that was Coco Beware.
There's a throwback.
Is
Is he still around?
He's still around. I actually follow him on Twitter now. I just
Oh,
found him and I bought a shirt.
You're still on Twitter.
Yeah, well, until June.
Yeah.
So I'll follow him until June, and he didn't follow me back or anything,
No.
but
Maybe he will.
he might. He
Yeah.
might. You never know. He's pretty interesting on there too. He does a lot of stuff
Birds.
about Frankie, and
Oh,
he talks
So is he
about-
like a legitimate bird handler or bird?
I don't know.
Would they be an ornithologist?
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's a sad ending to that bird.
Why?
I don't know if what happened to the original Frankie.
I have no idea. Got away?
No, he there's so many bits and jokes we could make about
Yeah,
it, but
I won't.
Frankie had a terrible death. It was a house fire,
Oh, shit.
and
Wow.
the bird perished in the fire. Yeah,
That's
so-
horrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I just figured at old age.
yeah. Well, those birds last
They live a long time.
like 80 to 100 years.
Yeah,
old.
some of them can, yeah.
and some of those turtles are in that 120 range too. But
Yeah.
So a little throwback. And if I'm going to talk about catchy tunes, that was one of the catchy tunes in the WWE.
Yeah. They
Like
had a lot of good
Hillbilly
ones.
Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they put a whole album out, or cassette.
Well,
I
that's
buy the
right,
cassette.
Yeah. The cassette was out. Yeah, the Pile Driver was
Yeah,
out.
Pile
too,
Driver, and they'd all sing, and I'm sure Vince just loved it, all coked out Vince. And,
yeah.
this is the best thing ever.
What was I think it was just called the wrestling album. The first
Yeah,
one,
the first one. Yeah.
where you had the Land of a Thousand Dances.
Yeah.
and in there, and they were all singing.
Yeah, because that's
Everybody
where they had Rick Derringer doing the
Yeah.
Real American.
That's right.
Yeah.
And before it was Hogan's Music.
Yeah.
Which is interesting that Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda had the first
Yeah.
Real American.
Yeah.
They were the ones who used it first.
Yeah, because weren't they called the Real American? No,
Yeah, what were they called? It wasn't Real Americans, but they
sure.
did-
They dropped it to, was it Sheik and what's his name there, the Russian guy,
Volkov.
Volkov. Yeah. I thought they dropped it to them,
They might have. But yeah, they were the originals with that tune. And then
and I only knew of them because of the wrestling album. Oh, who are these guys?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. Because
Well,
again, when like we said
yeah.
a million times, we told, I remember the territories. So WWF, we were just getting it, and they had already had that run. So.
even some of the guys that I would say were popular back in the day, I don't think I paid enough attention.
No.
As a kid, we had our favorites, and
Yep.
that's who we wanted to watch. And then you get more into it, and you want to get into the business, and you start watching things, and go, wow, that guy was really good.
Yeah.
And you know who I think was underrated? Again, here's no show topic planned.
No, none.
Who was underrated?
Well, you
was-
haven't gone to the bathroom yet. That's
That's
why.
right. Yeah,
We'll
it
take a
was-
break. You'll go relieve yourself and
Yeah.
go, okay, I got it.
Yeah, a little whiz break. And
Yeah.
So I think that one of the underrated guys was Slick as
Yeah.
a manager, just
Yeah.
for his talking. The more I go back and listen to him,
Yeah.
he was funny.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of humor in him,
Mhm.
and even his theme song was Jive Soul Bro.
Yeah, Jive so bro.
Yeah. And even then, like you know what? That's another thing. That song, I bet you that song would get canceled now. They wouldn't
Oh,
let it because
for
he's
sure.
talking about big women
Yeah. Oh no.
and staying over at their house, and she's like, "No way, you jive little mouse." And I'm sure there's things in there that if you listen closely, they would be canceled. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Slick was somewhat underrated in the fact of his yapping.
Mhm.
And do you ever remember him taking bumps?
Vaguely.
Man, was he funny?
Yeah.
I mean, because he was such a scrawny
Yeah,
little guy.
he's like Snoop Dogg. He's
Yeah.
built like him. Like,
Yeah, he was like, I'm assuming he was probably in the 6 foot range.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Or more, but yeah, he got tossed around pretty easily.
Mhm.
So listen, speaking of that, I'm going to take a break right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll find out who our sponsor is,
Okay.
who makes our masks,
Okay.
and I'll be right back. I'm going to use the facility and come back with a topic.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
All right.
Do you have a face for a dark room? Do people tell you you're ugly? Have you ever looked in the mirror and it cracked? Have you ever been to the zoo and people throw peanuts and food at you? Well, let me tell you what. Why don't you check out Mark's Wrestling Masks on Facebook? That's MARC''S. Mark's Wrestling Masks on Facebook, because that's who keeps our ugly mugs covered too.
Okay, that was good.
Did my ocean noises help?
Yeah, I like that. I was very relaxed in there. So here's my topic for
Okay.
the day. This is
Enlighten me, because I don't have a clue what we're
fresh off the washroom think tank.
off the clean hands because he washed them after.
Yeah,
did
we're going to
it.
talk about finishers, fear of finishers.
Okay.
So what this is, and out there in La La Land, who the three guys who listen to us. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
we just want to say Happy Mother's Day, and hopefully that all the moms
All you baby mamas out there, it's
Yeah.
your special day. Enjoy it.
had a good day, and we're recording on Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody except Casey Anthony.
Yeah,
Worst mother ever.
yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing
Yeah.
that we want to apologize because for some reason Spotify shadow banned us.
Yeah.
On the last episode.
I think it's the uploader, but
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you do the same thing every time.
every
I don't know.
time
Yeah.
I do the same process.
Worked on Apple, worked on Anchor. So.
Yeah. So we apologize if you're a Spotify person. We did have an episode out there, and it's called To Promo or Not to Promo.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, it
you
was a good
can
one,
find
too.
it on Apple
Yeah.
podcasts. But I think it's Buzzsprout someone had us on, and
Hmm.
some other thing. We did pretty good on the Buzzsprout.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're like number 133.
Oh.
Which
Out of
144.
good. Hey, I'll take it. We're not 144.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess there's a lot of people on that Buzzsprout. So I think 133 was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take
Most
it.
people wouldn't
Yeah,
brag about
I don't
133.
I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean,
We're not
neither do I.
monetized.
we're
We both
just-
got jobs outside of this. We're just doing it for you people.
Yeah, you people out there. That's how we're doing it. So these are finishers
Okay.
that maybe, like, not forgotten, but if you're, let's just pretend.
Infamous for the wrong reasons.
Let's pretend for just a second this is real.
Okay.
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 So let's just
Oh,
pretend
are you saying
you have to take a legit lariat from from JBL.
Oh,
Would you do it?
no.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I watched some things recently.
Yeah.
I even though we know how to take that lariat,
Yeah.
I would be afraid to take it.
It's pretty wild. So,
Yeah.
but you don't hear stories of guys getting injured from it. So,
None.
So I mean, for that alone, I probably would. I mean, we wouldn't have a choice. You're taking it.
Yeah.
So,
And JBL was never known to
He
be
wasn't
the
known
nicest
for being
person.
yeah.
But he never hurt anybody in a sense. Like I never, just what you said, I've never heard anybody not take it. But I think if we're going to look at, you're a regular guy.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
never been in the ring.
Yeah.
Who would you not want to take? And I wouldn't. I look at that JBL and I go, I don't want to take that.
Yeah.
lariat.
If I were new and I didn't or not smart to the business and
Yeah,
no.
I'm not taking a JBL.
No.
Lariat. So let's take one. Let's go. Who would you take a finisher from? I'll take it.
I know who you'll take a finisher from.
Oh
Hi-yo.
yeah. And she's probably listening too. Yes, I would. And I would take Montez Ford Splash.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he lands nice and light.
It looks like he's destroying whoever it is,
Yeah.
including his own ribs each time that he holds.
Yeah.
Like Eddie Guerrero used to hold his ribs and those guys.
Yeah.
But again, I look at Montez and I go, that's a safe move.
Yeah.
I would take that splash.
Yeah. See, ones nowadays that I wouldn't really want to take, I'd be a little leery. And again, and you don't hear of guys getting hurt by it, but just there's so much that could go wrong with it. Is like the Finn Balor,
Oh,
the coup de
yeah.
grace, that stomp from the top rope, like,
I don't like that.
or even Seth Rollins stomp, like
yeah.
something foot gets stuck and you're getting just smushed in,
I
so-
think I would take the Rollins over the
Yeah.
the coup de grace.
Yeah.
That
it
said that
just
from
seems
the
like there's
beginning.
too much that can go wrong with
Yeah.
it, like
If you're not moving up for it,
Yeah,
if
if
you're
you're-
gonna
yeah.
take it flat, like
if you're gassed and you're like,
Yeah. or even him, if
Yeah.
he doesn't pull up on that landing,
yeah, I mean he could hurt himself too. I mean,
Yeah.
if you take it really stiff, he could blow his knee out.
yeah, that's a good one. I don't
Yeah.
think I would take that. One that I would take that to me doesn't look that bad,
Mm.
and I think and everybody makes it look good. I would take the RKO.
Yeah.
Randy looks like he takes care of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
right. So
Yeah. And you're just basically doing a face bump.
I would definitely take the RKO,
Yeah.
but I definitely would not. Again, so Lariat.
Yeah.
This is almost like the Kings of Pain.
Yeah.
The movie, the show where they take all the stings from the insects.
Yeah.
So right now, on my level of Lariat.
Yeah.
Over RKO, I still don't want the Lariat.
Yeah.
Like that would be my
Yeah.
right
oh,
now.
the clothesline from hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
So here's one. Let me throw at you. Would you take Hogan's leg drop?
Oh yeah.
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 What if that came down wrong? over your shoulder. Like he took care of guys too.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the leg drop itself is pretty
Yeah.
safe. Like I'd be worried about his balls bouncing off my face if he's ribbing me or something. But
I'm such a Hogan fan. I would take that finish.
oh, I
too.
know you would. You'd be like, ah. Yeah. No, that leg drop. It looks pretty safe. but,
Yeah,
you know,
I would
so.
take the leg drop
Yeah.
for sure.
Or how about Ahmed Johnson? Was that the Death Valley Driver? Or whatever
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
I don't know. He was.
He had a reputation for being really stiff.
Yeah.
So,
And I met him, and he did some work with me,
Mhm.
and he was as gentle, like I was coddled me.
Yeah.
But again, I wasn't in the business.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, he looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
Those guys. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Just
forgot
anything
about
like that where you're landing on the back of your head type thing,
Yeah.
like the different drive, like the Michinoku driver,
Yeah.
or like even with Omega, like the One Winged Angel, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I heard actually there's a I don't know, a few months ago, guys in the business were talking about it, about German suplexes
Oh,
being dangerous because
They-
you fall back the wrong way, and a lot of guys have sputted themselves and got injured. So
and this goes back to, and again, this is a move I would take because of who was doing it, would be the Razor's Edge.
Mhm.
But if you watch that Razor's Edge, there's not one person who ever got hurt.
No.
Hall put everyone down gentle.
Yeah.
But that German suplex, I mean, once you're up and going backwards, if you overreact,
well, yeah.
You're
Also,
here-
too, you're dealing with their momentum too
That's
because
right.
they're falling down too. So
Yeah.
they can only like it doesn't matter how strong their core is. They've only got so there is a portion of that move that's no man's land. That's
Yeah.
like you're on your own, kid. You
You're-
know?
So one that I would not want to take,
Hmm.
I do not want to take Yokozuna.
No.
Off that second rope and down.
Yeah.
I don't want to take
Or
that.
even like the Rikishi, the butt to the face thing. I think would
well,
just
but-
because it's gross. Yeah, you get a big
but the
bunch of
stink face-
swass in your face and goes splash as he hits you and.
But
Nope.
stink face is safe.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Oh, it's gross, but I'm
Okay.
sure it's safe.
So let me give. Do you want the stink face or do you want Yokozuna off the second rope?
Neither.
Do you have a
I
choice?
do not want sweaty Samoan balls in my
This
face.
is your choice.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
If that's what you're into.
Yeah.
Now, so which one? Which one do you not want to take?
You know what? I would take the Yokozuna over the stink face.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I'll
'Cause
put,
he's
my,
just
I'll
basically
put my pants back up. I was going to give you the stink face in the corner.
You're supposed to do it from the rear, not the front.
Oh, that's totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's dink face, not stink
yeah,
face.
that's stink face.
Wait, I guarantee someone will come up with that stupidity.
Not that there's anything wrong with dink face.
This is the show we're called. I'm going to title this show "Not that there's anything wrong
There we go. Yeah.
with anything," but yeah, I wouldn't want to take Yokozuna because if he slips,
Yeah.
it's like the
Yeah, and he
coup de
worked
grace.
barefoot too, so
Yeah.
yeah, he could. Yeah, you're right. So,
That would be one I'd be fearful of.
Yeah.
One that I would trust to take, and one that I wouldn't trust to take from someone, and I'm gonna go with a pile driver.
Yeah.
But here's why. Like, let's say Tombstone with Undertaker.
Yeah.
Undertaker at 6'10"
Mhm.
can hold you above that.
Yeah.
That head hitting the
and you have a
bottom.
lot more control. It seems that way too. So,
Yeah.
doing it that style. Whereas the other way, well,
Yeah.
ask Steve Austin. yeah,
Yeah, but if you looked at the way Lawler did it, and he wasn't a tall guy.
No.
Lawler seemed to fall backwards, like more back.
Yeah.
And your head didn't have the chance. Where
Yeah.
where Hart literally straight down.
Yeah.
And
I mean, still too. I mean, he's Austin shaved head and sweaty, and you're gonna
Yeah.
slide a little. You're gonna have a little more movement. Like,
yeah. So I would take a Tombstone.
Yeah.
Over a normal pile driver
yeah. Oh, for sure.
if I had the
Yeah.
choice. Only if Undertaker was doing it, because I'm sitting in 5'9".
Yeah.
He's 6'10". I'm
You're
probably
good.
going to be
Yeah.
safe. Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah, I'm going to be safe on that one.
Even just regular moves. Like I didn't like taking a suplex
Yeah.
because the first time I took one, I panicked midway through. It was Bugsy Slug was giving
yeah.
it to me, and we were having training, and I'd never taken one. So okay, let's do it. And I went up and I panicked and I put my hand down and I folded my hand over. I thought for sure I sprained something. Like it was like I couldn't feel it for a while. I'm like, oh great. And then
So-
after that, it's a move I wouldn't.
the fear of it happening.
Yeah, just I didn't
again.
want to
Yeah,
hurt myself.
The
Yeah.
anxiety of it again.
Yeah.
And the suplex to me, I mean, you're a bigger guy too.
Yeah.
So you got to really be ready to help.
Yeah.
To get up.
Yeah,
and
but he
over.
was like he's good. Like, he
Yeah.
knew what he was doing too. But yeah, it's a lot of work to get up. It's not like he held me there for 10 minutes.
No,
Like,
no.
That's not how I don't have the core for that. I don't have the abs for that. But yeah, just the way I landed, and I mean, it should just be a fairly simple move, but I panicked, and now it's like I don't want to do. I wouldn't do that.
yeah. suplex, I think I would be okay.
Back body drop too. That just seems like nobody. It doesn't seem really anyone uses it, but that was a staple opening sequence move where you come off the ropes and back body drop and launch yourself up.
Yeah.
And you just don't see that. Too
Okay,
much
here's
anymore.
one for you. Would
What?
you take it or would you not? Honky tonk, shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah, I'd take it.
I hate to say it. Like, I know it's a finisher.
Yeah.
It always looked fun.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was because it was honky tonk.
Yeah.
Doing it, but it looked fun. And then Cody Rhodes does this Crossroads.
Yeah, which is basically
It's almost the same
idea.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But his Crossroads seems odd.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's too much involved in it.
Well, of course, because it's him.
Because it's Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big production. It's got its own theme song before he does it. It's Cody Rhodes,
Oh. All right.
Dusty's son.
I didn't even know that.
Oh.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I heard that a few million
Come
times,
on.
but
You're pulling my leg. So here's one for you.
What?
Would you take an Uso super kick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too. They look safe when they
yeah,
do
and
it.
they've done well. That's all.
Yeah.
They've had enough practice because
Yeah.
they throw a million each match. So you know that they've got that down pat. So.
I did hear something funny the other day that because for the show I will listen to different like entrance themes to put into our show for our intro and things like that. Well, Uso's theme, if you listen to the lyrics, it absolutely suits them, and because they talk about it's the Uso Penitentiary, and if anybody should be in one, it's Jimmy for all his drunk driving charges. So I did laugh at that. But I would take an Uso super kick.
Yeah.
One that scares me when I see it happen is the haluva.
Yeah, or even like the broke, like any of those
Yeah,
kind of where
yeah.
you're running with your leg like that. There's a lot that can go wrong with that.
Drew McIntyre's kick could, but you're coming off the rope. You could start your demise.
His is almost like a one-legged
Yeah.
back, like a Calgary style drop kick. where
Yeah.
you just go-
But that rope kick and the haluva kick, it's if you put your head in the way,
Yeah.
and it's stiff, you're getting it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think the haluva kick I wouldn't want to take.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to take that one. Yeah. Walls of Jericho.
oh yeah, that'd be fine.
You'd be okay with
Oh
that
yeah,
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
What
It's the
about
Boston Crab?
Rick? I was just gonna say, what about Rick Martel?
Yeah,
You-
same.
You, take the crab?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want
Camel clutch, the Cobra clutch. all
Oh,
that
the
kind-
camel clutch I would take for
yeah.
sure.
The
yeah.
Bockwinkel sleeper, the Gagne
Oh.
sleeper,
All the sleepers
the
were
claw.
good. Yeah.
I'll take the claw.
I think the claw would be fun.
yeah,
I would.
it's so
It's stupid.
it's stupid.
It's the dumbest thing. Well, when you think about it, so is a sleeper.
Yeah.
Like a sleeper is kind of
It's
funny.
basically a sleeper's a rear naked choke without the
Yeah.
rear naked choke part of it. Like, you're working a rear naked choke.
And but you're not naked.
No.
That would be not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
If you want to do that, for
if
a
you want to do
sleeper.
that naked,
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
But at least if you're going to do it, like that Gunther match when he was doing it, and it like he wasn't even like at least make it look like it's clamped on a couple weeks ago. So yeah, 'cause, like sorry,
yeah, no. Okay.
I was going to go on my weekly rant about
Yeah,
how
I
crappy
see
wrestling
that.
is.
We're going to talk.
Oh, well,
next-
that's after. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
we're going to talk.
You want to steal your spot here? Sorry.
Kevin Nash powerbomb.
Kevin Nash, anything? No, I don't know. He just
I just never thought Kevin. To
Yeah.
me,
like even a power bomb in general. I'm not a big fan of
Yeah.
it. Just there's a lot, a lot can go wrong with that landing. So
but does it look devastating to you?
it does. Yeah,
It's
So,
a good finish.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good finisher.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
to me, the super kick is not a good.
No,
finisher.
it's not a good finisher. So yeah, I mean it was for HBK because when he threw it, it was to finish the match.
It was over.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about that a couple weeks ago where there's so many moves now that any other time it'd be a finisher, and now it's become the new headlock. Headlock, hammerlock, reversal, clothesline spot.
It's a
like,
standard.
Yeah.
I was watching SummerSlam '88.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Yeah, SummerSlam Survivor Series. Pardon me, Survivor
Uh-huh.
Series '88, and it was a match with. I'm not going to mention all the guys in there because off the top of my head, now that we're just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But there was like Bulldog. You know who was in there? Conquistadors,
Oh yeah,
which is hysterical because our mask maker put up a Conquistador mask this week.
Yeah.
And I forgot about teams like that.
Yeah.
There was Demolition in there.
Mhm.
There was Powers of Pain.
oh yeah.
And I watched that match, and those are all big men.
Yeah.
And they would outdo any match today.
Yeah.
Watching those guys.
Yeah.
You want high spots. I was amazed at the high spots they were doing
Mhm.
for the big guys.
Yeah.
And it was a long match. It wasn't a rest move match.
No.
This
Yeah.
was amazing stuff. And I just wish people, when they hear whatever. It could be me, you, Twitter bashing AEW for things.
Yeah.
Go back and watch. Just pick one, and,
Yeah.
and that would be my. Just pick Survivor Series, or SummerSlam '88.
Yeah.
And those are the two I was watching. That's why the
Okay.
'88 got confusing on me. I watched them both, and just watch the big guys wrestle.
Mhm.
And I use the term wrestle.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see one or two mishaps.
Yeah.
As like we would call them but not the botches of today where
No.
you're missing by a foot,
Yeah, and the guy's still selling. Like,
and the guy's still selling. So yeah, go back and watch those.
well, back then, if you did a botch, you'd get a real one.
Oh, yeah, you
for
get-
botching. Like, you made me look shitty for
You-
a second, and here's a shot.
you get the receipt on that.
Yeah, you get the receipt.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't think I would take a Lesnar F5 over the suplex.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Like this, like you were
Or
saying.
like the Goldberg, the jackhammer. Like,
Yeah.
you
That
that was
jackhammer-
like a suplex into like a power slam type thing. So
Yeah. So that's one I would definitely. The jackhammer. I think I would avoid.
Yeah.
I would definitely avoid that. Let's take a little break.
Sure.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk your favorite topic, AEW.
oh boy,
Say, pal, that's a sweet belt you got there. Hey, thanks, buddy. I didn't even have to fight anybody for it. What? How would I get something that looks just so sweet? Well, you can go to Facebook and you can hit up Capco Championship Belts. Or if you think you want to take a shot at the title, buddy, go for it. Let's do this. Oh, thanks for the belt. I guess you're going back to Capco.
All right, so yeah, that's Capco Championship belts. Good guy,
Great work.
Great work.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, for the price that you're looking for, you can't get a better belt on the market. I've ordered and you've ordered
Yeah.
from a couple different people before, without mentioning names.
well, I haven't got one from him yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah, they're. I just can't.
I just
believe-
can't decide which one because pretty much make any of them. So
Yeah,
torn,
And
so.
when you see him on Facebook, check him out on Facebook, Capco Championship Belts. And if you don't order, fine, but just watch the process
Yeah.
that it takes to make one of these championship belts.
Yeah.
And I don't even mind now. Before I'd be like, "Oh, come on, man! Like,
Yeah.
give me a break on a deal on a belt."
Yeah.
But when I see the work going into it,
Yeah.
and I do a lot of customization on characters and
Yeah.
figures, and there's a lot of work. But I can't imagine.
well, then just send him another $100 then if you feel so.
Well, I just have to. Might have to. But when you order yours, I'll send it with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's pressure on pressure now.
I guess he's not getting his extra $100 then.
So, I think I'm getting a spinner. I think
Yeah.
I've decided
Oh,
on
of course
the
you
Cena,
are.
the Cena
I,
spinner.
no,
I don't know what it
I'm
is.
going old school.
I've always liked that spinner.
I'd like the Brasso
Yeah.
Intercontinental one, like
Yeah.
the one that the Macho Man kind of
Yeah.
tried
Ruined.
to make nice and
Ruined it.
made it legendary. I like that one. I like the old AWA belt, like either one.
Yeah.
Like those ones are good. Some of the old NWA ones, they
Yeah.
kind of all kind of look the same, but just just the history behind them, I kind of wouldn't mind. So yes, I'm kind of torn. Like,
I'd almost lean, even though it's
or even the Big Eagle. Like when
Yeah.
I got my Winged Eagle and you got your big.
yeah.
When you talked about possibly switching, I regret not doing it. Now that was a nice belt.
It's a
And
nice. belt, yeah.
I mean, I can just imagine the quality of that Capco,
yeah.
like probably
Yeah.
way better. So yeah.
I've even leaned towards Big Green.
Yeah.
Like, but again,
Oh yeah.
I somewhat don't remember that one as much. Because
Well, because it
it's
was
way
switched.
before
He
my
won
time.
it and then he switched it out. So
Yeah.
well, and then there's that one I saw online. That one guy was making that special. One that Hogan. He only wore it. I think it was Reg Parks or
is that with his picture on it?
yeah. They got his picture on it, and it looks like really old school.
Yeah.
But he had that for like I think he had a couple weeks, and then he got the belt that he had, and was that 84?
Yeah.
86 or no?
Yeah, 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 84 Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I like.
Yeah.
And I do. have
Yeah,
that one.
I like that belt.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So let's get down to brass tacks here, because I know that you can hardly wait to talk about
No.
this.
Well, I just thought it was kind of dumb. You got a cage match, and
Well, let's. But
It
what
seemed-
it is it? We're talking about AEW.
it was AEW. So
Yeah.
or AU. I saw that on Thunder
AU.
Rosa had posted something, some picture, and on top it said A like AYE, and then EW like you. Like,
Ooh.
so
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess that's the way of doing it. But yeah, so they had a cage match. It was Moxley and Omega.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, this should be good. I really wanted it to be good. I mean, not that I'm an expert or anything. If I were an expert, I'd be It would have been Moxley.
Yeah.
I would have been the third person in there. But just as a fan watching, like, uncharacteristically few spots missed, and just the ending. Like, it to me, unless I missed something because I haven't watched a full AEW in weeks because I just can't. To just have Callis just boom turn on him like
Okay.
that, like it didn't seem like there was any setup.
I got to preface this for a little bit that
Okay.
I did not see it.
Oh, okay.
I was watching the NHL playoffs.
Yeah.
But so Callis has always stuck with Omega.
Yeah.
But how did the turn happen? Like what? So do you think they're turning? Did that turn here? This is my question. Did that turn Callis face, or did that turn
No, I think it's to turn Omega.
ultimate
to face, yeah,
Okay.
because he was coming to his aid. So they
Okay.
did a spot where they hit the side of the cage and the cage panel fell out. So now Callis, this big, long, ridiculous run. He's wearing like these slide-on shoes with like glitter on them, and like the jacket he's wearing had like pink roses or pink. It was quite the outfit.
I got a funny feeling that this year that you just might see him leading the parade in Toronto. But there's nothing wrong with that. I just think that he should.
Yeah.
Because he's probably the most well-known guy living in Toronto right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that where he lives?
Yeah, I think he's in
No, I
Toronto. 'Cause
don't.
He was part of that Impact for the longest time.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I don't necessarily hear a lot of him around our city, which is fine.
yeah.
But
Yeah. No, so he came running down a big, and it was comical just to see him running in these stupid little slide-on shoes, and came to the ring and he had a screwdriver, and it looks like he was coming to save Omega, and then he gaffs him with the screwdriver, and then he's yelling at him, couldn't hear what he said, and
Yeah.
I just turned it. I was like, oh well.
We've talked about Don Callis, and you and I have had experiences with Don Callis. Don Callis, I'm going to say, is probably one of the greatest yappers.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great on the mic.
Yeah, he's great on the
and
mic.
I'm going to give him that.
Yeah.
We won't go into any other.
Well,
stories,
when he worked too, when he was the natural, he was
Yeah.
good. I like, as a fan, I like watching him.
I
I only had one interaction with him when, as a worker, we were on the same card, and he just, I'd always heard that, he thought he was a lot better than everybody else
Yeah.
there, and I guess he kind of was, because he went somewhere,
Sure.
whereas a lot of the guys didn't. But it just, it's one thing to do it to the marks, but the guys in the dressing room, maybe not be.
that's.
But I only had the one, and whatever, I could care less. I'm glad he got he's
Yeah.
had all the success he has. Like, he's been entertaining to watch. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
What you just said is interesting because people that have never been in a wrestling dressing room, it's literally. I mean, the joke about like the Shawn Michaels, the click.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
In every room, you're
Yeah.
and it's like a hockey dressing room.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. There's guys who don't talk to other guys for
Yeah.
whatever reason. But yeah, in a wrestling room, and I can say like for the locals here, when I go, there's not really a lot of that.
No.
Like with Danny Duggan,
Yeah.
other than him being a turncoat and that
Easy now.
filthy. Well, I don't even want to mention his name.
The Rebel.
I don't want to talk about the Rebel. He's got to settle the hell down.
Well, we keep giving him all this free publicity. I don't know.
Should
What has
be-
he done for us?
Nothing. Absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
If there's anything the Rebel has done, it's like help Tylenol stock because he gives me a headache.
Yeah.
So he's got to settle the hell down a bit. But anyway,
Yeah.
So
but
those guys,
and it's funny because the first show that I did
Yeah.
with Danny, like the Battle Royal, I can't remember how many years ago, and I actually commented to him. I said, "Wow, I can't believe how your like your dressing room.
he's got a good room.
He's got a really good dressing room, and I mean that's good leadership.
Yeah.
But it's the guys there are happy. It seems like
I'll have to say, like out here we are again. There's a couple different promotions, and Danny's guys will go work with the other
Yeah.
promotions and back.
Oh, yeah.
But Danny doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. Danny stays to
Yeah,
his.
I think he just stays with
he
him.
stays
Yeah.
to.
He does bookings like outside, but
absolutely.
like
But what I mean is like he doesn't hold grudges. Like, and
No.
I like that about Danny, where he wants guys to get more. If you want to go work over there, go.
that's how you get better.
Take
You
the
gotta-
payday, right? Like
you get
I
better
can't-
in the ring.
Yeah.
Like you get better watching it. So.
And I give Danny props, even though he's a turncoat to the country. I give him props because he does a lot of work.
Yeah.
He does bring a lot of young guys in.
Yeah.
And he's not afraid to, like back in the day when I was working, or maybe when you were working, I couldn't go to the next promotion and work. They'd
No.
be furious.
Oh yeah,
Right. But
Yeah.
now it's kind of like acceptable that you see the tag team champions of CEW or CWE. Pardon me. I was CEW.
yeah, you do.
To CWE, you see them in the next promotion, but they're not putting the CWE belts up.
No.
They just come out as the
Yeah.
tag team of blank.
Yeah,
Which
well,
I think is
they had
pretty
both.
nice.
I think they
Yeah.
had Primos as well. So
Yeah.
that's
So yeah, it's kind of nice to see
Yeah.
all the guys crisscrossing around.
Yeah,
and,
no, it's great.
and you'll see, honest to goodness, you'll see Primo's, like Wrestling Where We Are on Facebook, and he'll promote
Yeah.
Danny's show, and then
Yeah.
you'll see Danny promote his show.
Yeah.
So I think it's really great
Yeah.
that
It's good for the business.
it's
so.
good for the business,
Yeah.
and it's good
And
for
the boys,
local guys
for
sure,
the dressing rooms and everything. Yeah.
And
So,
that's why I think that helps the room stay tight.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, here comes so and so from Primo's.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, that was a fun show last weekend.
Yeah.
Right. And they just sort of, not that they're working together, but yeah.
Yeah.
It goes back to Twitter instead of being a shithole.
Yeah.
Of hate.
Yeah.
They just get along.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, you can have a different promotion and
Yeah.
have a different opinion.
Yeah.
And we all just get along. So yeah, only a couple more weeks for me on Twitter, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
well, I'm done now. I just, not that anyone cares, but it's just rage farming. That's all it is.
It's
I go on and 10 minutes and with the fact that that's the other reason I got off. Like, what's on
Wait, you got
Twitter?
off?
Huh?
You got off?
Hey,
Hey, nothing that there's anything wrong with that.
ladies
getting
and
off on
gentlemen, the
Twitter.
machine's one joke. No, I just, I mean, like, I just wasted 10 minutes
Yeah.
and I'm angry and I don't need this headache. So
Yeah.
done. So
Well,
for now, I might go back on. I just need to take a little bit of a break. So
because
I just read the stories and it's like, oh my god. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping too, like maybe taking a break, not liking anything, viewing things. Maybe I don't know if there's an algorithm. I don't know how the Twitter
don't
works,
know.
but maybe it'll give me regular stuff again.
I
so.
get so much political hate.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I tweeted about the Toronto Maple Leafs, and now I get Leafs everywhere. Can't stand
Get-
the Leafs, but
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. You and I are thinking of pulling up a YouTube show again.
Yeah.
And doing some YouTube stuff where
Yeah.
we want to get back to our little positivity videos.
Yeah. Even Facebook, if maybe we should do a
Yeah.
Facebook page.
We'll
and
create a
work on something
Facebook
like
page.
that.
So
Yeah,
this will all happen before June, where I step away from
the Twitter.
from the Twitter machine. So yeah, I mean, there's a few people I've made connections with,
Yeah.
and that's people say, well, what? Because you get the assholes on there who go, just leave today then.
Yeah.
But they don't understand. There are friendships built on Twitter
Oh yeah.
over the years for me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to reach out to some of the people that I'm like, hey, you want to connect off Twitter?
Yeah.
I'm going to be at.
Or you
blank,
can even
blank,
set up
blank.
another Twitter account and just reset things a bit. So
You know how long it's taken to get 7,000? And that's the other thing. I just don't have the cleavage to get 15,000 fans.
who cares?
Well, no, but that's the problem. You're trying to gain for
Well, I'm not. I don't
good
care.
reasons. Well, start
Mine goes
using
up and down, up and down. One minute I was almost at 1,000, and I was at like 950.
Yeah.
Just because it's probably all bots, but whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even care. I don't even know what my account
I
is.
don't know. I just
Whatever.
now I'm actually happy talking
Yeah.
to the porn bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not negative.
No.
they're
They
they're
tell
like-
you how
Yeah.
good looking you are, how handsome you
Exactly.
are.
I've never had that before. So yeah, porn bots welcome at NWO_machine. And any porn want to say hello? He's at Vader from Wish. When he
No.
gets back on the Twitter,
No.
he'll get into his DMs. So anyway, hopefully everyone else's mental health is doing okay.
Yeah.
You can always DM us right now. We're still on there if you ever need someone to talk.
More machine than me.
Yeah, I'm still gonna.
I
stay on
didn't
there.
deactivate. I just took it off my phone
Yeah.
because that's.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I go back on, I completely forgot my password, so I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Well, listen. Until next time, you guys keep kicking out, and
Yeah.
we'll catch you again.
Bye bye.
Oh wait,
No, too
wait
late.
a minute.
No,
no. We can't
no,
say
you
goodbye.
missed it. You missed it. No,
no.
no,
Hang on.
no.
You got to do this.
No, the
This
milkshake
your-
is spilled.
No. There, you got more milk. Here it is. Give us some. Oh yeah, he's giving it. He's giving it. Oh yeah.
There you go.
All right. Okay, now we're finally gonna say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.